Welcome everyone. As you know, in our last session we covered Django admin, how to create user and include models in Django admin interface, and then we cover set list display and update members, add members and delete members, the colors. So now in this session I am going to cover your template variables of Django. If you are new on this channel, don't forget to subscribe and like. On this channel, the complete series from beginners to advanced level Django is started here. So don't forget to subscribe and like. Let's continue. अगर आप इस चैनल पे नए हैं तो लाइक और सब्सक्राइब लाजमी करें, क्योंकि आज का जो हमारा सेशन है उसमें हम सीखने जा रहे हैं Django templates variable. So in Django templates, you can render variable by putting them inside the curly brackets, as you know and as you see in our previous sessions. Let me show you how we can use Django templates variable. Let me open the template.html file. Here you see we use the curly brackets. As you see here, these are the Django templates variable, and I am passing I for j in fruits, the list of fruits. Let me show you the views.py, and here is views.py. Let me open side by side to show you what I am getting from this views. So in this views.py I am creating 4 to 5 view functions. So if you see here, I have a context dictionary and we have a list in this dictionary fruits, and inside where is admin, let me open the template.html here. So this I am using for loop on this fruits list, and then I am going to render variable by putting them inside brackets. These are Django template variables. Let me run one more thing here. I am going in the views.py file, and let me add one more item inside this list. In this dictionary context, the first name, and I am passing office here. As you can see in the view above, in this we create an object name context. As you see, we create an object name context and fill it with data and send it as the first parameter in the template.render function. So if I in h2 I am writing some code, hello, and Django template variables first name and how are you. Let me save this views and save this, and if I show you the template.html file code, I just open my browser window here 127, and I am going for testing. Let me open the urls.py file of the app, the urls.py file of app. As you see, the testing. Let me render and open this in the browser window. If I navigate to the testing, let me refresh this. In views.py you can see what the fruits variable look like. As you see, I am just getting the paragraph tag content here. In views.py you can see what the fruits variable look like. If I open this template.html for j in fruits and I am passing j here, if I refresh this, if I refresh this again, as you see I am not getting till now. I am refreshing again and again. Let's find the problem. What is the problem? Why I am not getting the all list of the all fruits are from the list? I just open my VS Code and here I am passing for j. I am using for loop on the fruits, list of fruits. So fruits here, fruits. Correct this spelling and first name, and this is first name. Let me remove this and I am placing in the after the for loop. So I want to in the h1 heading tag all the fruits name, and in h2 heading of HTML tag I want to use the first name variable which is defined in the context object. Let me refresh this. As you see I am getting apple, banana, mango, the h1, and then hello Hafiz, how are you? So the list of fruits and the first name was sent to the template via a view. This first fruits and first name is sent to the view, to the template, to this template.html via view. So I hope this will make sense. ये fruits और first name जो है यहाँ पर ये template के पास view के थ्रू जाएगा, ठीक है। और यहाँ पे हम एक लूप लगा रहे हैं फ्रूट्स लिस्ट जो पड़ी हुई है इस कॉन्टेक्स्ट सब्जेक्ट के अंदर, और उसके बाद हम h2 टैग के अंदर हम ये यूज़ कर रहे हैं, इस वेरिएबल फर्स्ट नेम को रेंडर कर रहे हैं, टेम्पलेट वेरिएबल Django. So we have one more operation, create variables in template. You can also create variables directly in the template by using the with template tag. Let me show you how you can do this using the template tag. These are template tag, and inside this with, and I am creating a variable last name and I am passing fun here, and after that I am closing the template tag. These are the template tag. I am going to close this, and this is end with. After ending this template tag, inside this I am using h3 and the content is hello, first name, how are you, and the last name as well, last name. Let me show you in the browser window. Open the browser window. Let me refresh this. Server error 500. As you see, I am getting server error 500. Let me show you why I am getting this. I just opened the template.html. Here we just create a variables in the template. No need of space inside this variable name. Let me save this. If I open the browser and refresh this, yes, you see, hello Hafiz Khan, how are you? The Hafiz Khan is coming the first name and the last name is our Khan. We just create variables in template. In this way, you will create variables in template. I just come back to my VS Code, and in this way, you will directly create variables in the templates, as you see here using with keyword, and in this way you will directly create variables in the template. Let's move. So here I am going to understand data from a model. The example just I show you an easy approach on how to create and use variables in the template. Normally, most of the external data you want to use in a template comes from a model. We have created a model in the previous session in the models.py card member, as you see here, which we will use in many examples in our last some sessions. हमने एक मेंबर मॉडल क्रिएट किया जो models.py फाइल में, और इसको हमने कई बार यूज़ भी किया लास्ट सेशन में. अगर वो आपने नहीं देखा तो इसी चैनल कोड विद हाफिज 2 पर जाके वो सारे सेशन पड़े हुए हैं. एक सीरीज़, एक प्लेलिस्ट है Django की, वहाँ से आप देख सकते हैं. So to get data from the member model, we will have to import it in the views.py file and extract data from it in the view. So till now we have to import data from the models, and that's why from models import member, and we have views function here. So to use the data from the models directly in the views.py and from views.py to render that to the template, in my testing views function I am going to change all the data. I am going to erase this code, and in the template loader.get template.html we have. So I am going to update this line. Let me, on the above of this line, I am using my members here, and member dot objects dot arm dot values, and inside this I am creating a key, my member, and here my members. Now after changing in the testing view, let me change something in the template.html to show you the data from the models. These all changing is I am doing for to get data from the member model. From the member model, this is our member model. I want to get data from this model, and I have import in the views at the top. I just show you in the few minutes ago, and extract data from it in the view. I am going to extract data in the view with the help of my members.object.add all members and all the values to extract data from all members. That's why I am using members.object.all, and at the end the values of all members. And after that, now it's time to use in the template.html. Let me comment these lines, and here I am going to use one more for loop for y in my members After that I have to close this and for here, and inside this I am using the li tag, and inside this I am using the Django templates y dot first name. So here, as you know, these are Django template tag I am using here to loop through the members. Let me save this. Let me open the browser and refresh this. I am getting nothing. If I open my VS Code, as you see, the key is my member, so I am changing from my member to my members. Let me refresh this. As you see, I am getting all the member from using the model to get data from the model and render it with the help of view in the template. Now it's time to learn about template tags, Django template tags. The template tags in Django, we have templates, as you know, and you can perform programming logic like executing if statement and for using the Django templates. These keywords if and for are called templates tag in Django. These keywords if and for in Django are called template tags. To execute template tags, we surround them in the brackets. Let me show you the curly brackets inside, and we have two % symbol here. So to execute template tag, the template tag are for and if. Till now we use for and if template tags, and to execute template tag we surround them in these brackets. So I hope this will make sense. जब भी हम Django template tags यूज करते हैं तो वो इन जो कर्ली ब्रैकेट्स है इसके अंदर ये जो % के साइज हैं इसको यूज़ करते हुए हम उन template tags को यूज़ करते हैं. Let's move. Till now we just cover for and if. If you want to use if, else and elif in this template.html file, so for that you have to, let me commit these all code. After that, here I am using the Django template tags if greeting equal to 1 and that time I want to print using the h1 tag hello, and if this condition falls, that time I am going to use the else Django template tag, and here I am using again h1 and by. This is just an example to understand you how you can use if, else, and after that you have to end the for loop and for. So let me open the browser. Just open the browser window. Server error 5. So I am getting server error 500. This Django code, the template tags are a way of telling Django that here comes something else than plain HTML. The template tags allow us to do some programming on the server before sending HTML to the client. So I am getting 500 error. Let me solve this, and we have to use with. Let me, here I am going to use with greeting and I am passing value 0 and let's say, and after starting with, we have to end with, and I am going to end with here and with. After doing this, I create a variable inside Django tags. I create a variable greeting inside the Django template, and after that I am accessing this inside this. If greeting equal 1, then hello else by. Let me save this and I come back to my browser window. I am getting 500 of this code after changing here with greeting, if greeting equal 1, else and for. So we have to change this and if, and for to and if. Let me save this. If I refresh this browser window, you see I am getting by because the greeting value is 0 and my if statement, this if is checking greeting is equal 1, else if not greeting is 0. That's why it's come to the else part, and we have to show you by in the browser window. I hope this will make sense for you. So we are covering the Django if tag, if statement. An if statement evaluates a variable and executes a block of code if the value is true. जैसे आप देख रहे हैं ग्रीटिंग की वैल्यू अगर ट्रू होगी तो ये इफ का पार्ट एग्जीक्यूट होगा, नहीं तो एल्स का पार्ट. In Python we have also elif part, elif keyword with if, using with if and else. So the elif keyword says if the previous conditions were not true, then try this condition. If greeting equal to 1, hello. If elif, if greeting equal to 2, then by. And after that, if greeting is not equal to 1 and greeting is not equal to 2, this will come to the else part, and here I am going to use the else part, else, and inside this oops, so I am using if, elif, else and if. So let's see in the browser window. I open the browser window, and if the greeting value is 0, that time, oops, the else part is executing. If I change the value of greeting, let me show you here. If I change the greeting value from 0 to 1, and if I refresh this browser window, you see I am getting hello. So if the if condition is true, as you see I am using the else keyword with if and elif. The else keyword caches anything which is not cached by the preceding conditions. If and elif, if and elif is not cache anything, then the else part is executing. In this given example, you see some operators. The above example, in this example, I use equal operator as you see here, which is used to check if a variable is equal to a value. This is checking if the value of greeting is equal to 1. If a variable is equal to value, but there are many other operators you can use, or you can even drop the operator if you just want to check if a variable is not empty. So if I check if the greeting is not empty, if greeting is 1, greeting value is 1, I am checking without any operator the greeting is empty or not. If greeting is 1, let me solve comment these two lines. If greeting, then hello. If greeting value is not empty, then oops. Let me run this. If greeting value is 1, that time this code of block is executing. If the greeting value is 0, that time this will be executed. Let me show you this. Refresh this. You see, I am getting the hello as same as the previous, because if condition is true, if greeting is 1, the greeting value is 1. If I change this to 0 and if I refresh this, I am getting the oops. So if you drop the operator, you just want to check if a variable is not empty, you will check without any operator by using this example. So these are the examples to understand you how to use the operators and how to check values of a variables inside the Django template tags. These two equal is equal to is checking if the value of the greeting is equal to 2 or 1 or a 0. Let me undo this. In Python we have so many operators. We have equal, we have not equal, we have greater than or equal to, we have greater, we have not less than, we have less than or equal to, and so on. And in Python we have other operators to check if more than one condition is true. So for this we have AND in Python to check if greeting is equal to 1 and the greeting is not equal to 2 using this type of statement. Let me do this example for you to understand how to use AND if the more than one condition is true. So let's say let me comment this. If greeting is equal to 1 and day is equal to Monday, that time this will the h1 tag code is executed. If both conditions will be true, hello working days, and I have to close the and if here. So if greeting equal to 1 and day is equal to Monday, let me create this with the help of with create variables inside the Django template tag. With greeting equal to 0 and day equal to Friday. If greeting equal to 1 and day equal to Friday, I am using two variables, greeting and day. The greeting value is 1 and day is Friday. Let me, if I refresh this, server error 500. I have to close and with. I not close the. This is with not, and here and with and and this will be inside this width. Let me refresh this. So I am getting again server error 500. This is the point. I want to understand you this point. In Python, you will not use with tag to create more than one variable, temporary variable. It does not support multiple assignments. As you see, I am using multiple assignment here. So the with tag is used to create temporary variable within a template, but it does not support multiple assignments in the way we use it. And as you see, and if you want to use multiple and check the end in Django template tag, so in this case you have to use this. Let's say I have a greeting 1 and day Friday. Let me erase this. No worries if I use this, but I want to use from the view, so that's why I am not want to confuse it. So let me save this. Greetings 1, day is Friday. So here I am checking greetings 1 and day is Monday, and if not this condition is true, that time else part will be executed, and I want it some code here. Hello weekend. Let me I open the browser window. Let me refresh this. As you see, I am getting server error 500. I am getting still server error 500 because I have not used the ending percent sign here. And if I refresh browser, still I am getting server error. If I change and if I remove this line to here, and let me check this. If greeting is 1 and day is Monday, we have the day is Friday and greeting is 1, and we are checking on the base of day Monday the AND equation. This will be true when the both will be true. If one of them is not true, then else part will be executed. Let me refresh this. Let me refresh this again. And as you see in my code, I have to correct this as well. If I refresh this and if I save this again and if I refresh this now, still I am getting 500 error. Let me erase this code, and if I refresh this, oh, the problem is solved. When you face problems as a developer and you solve the problems, that time you will never feel happiness. And if you solve the problem as a developer, then this happiness is all the great happiness from all happiness. So we use the AND operator, and we have also the logic operator OR. These AND or NOT are the logic operator. I am going to use the OR. If greeting is 1 or day is Monday, if any one of them is true, that time this will be executed. Let's refresh the browser window. As you see, hello working days. The if statement is true. And we have also AND or NOT. Let me use AND and OR both in same condition. And if greeting is 1 and day is Monday, if greeting is 2. Check this. I am checking if greeting is 1 and day is Monday, or if greeting is 2. Let me check this. If I refresh the browser, server error 500. As you see, I am getting server error 500 again. So let's solve this. Why I want to understand with this point as well, why I am getting this. Parentheses are not allowed in if statement in Django. So when you combine and or operator, it is important to know that parentheses are added for and but not for or, meaning that the above example which I just write you here is read by the interpreter. So we have to change this and we have to use parentheses. What's happening here? Let me solve this and this. Open parenthesis and close it parenthesis. So if you work with and or both in the same, parentheses are basically not allowed in if statement. Parentheses are not allowed in if statement in Django. So whenever you combine and or operator, it is important to know that parentheses are added for and but not for or. Let me save this, and if I refresh my browser window, still error 500. Let me solve this. If I open my code, if greeting equal to 1 and day equal to Monday, or if erase this, if greeting equal to 2, let's save this. If I refresh this, let me save this file again. If I refresh this, still I am getting server error 500 again. Let me solve this. If you see here, if I remove these parentheses and if greeting equal to 1 and day Monday or greeting equal to 2, let me open the browser window. If I refresh this, as you see, I am getting hello weekend because one is false and one is true. Let me understand. As you see, this part greeting and day is false. False or greeting equal to true. This both false or false equal to false. If true or false equal to true. If both of them are false, that time else part will be executed. If this condition is true and this condition is false, that time this code is executing. If both are true, that time this will be executed. If one of them is true, that time this will be executed. So I hope this will make sense for you. We have also in Python to check if a certain item is present in an object. If we check, let me erase this and comment these lines. What I am going to check, I am creating a list again, fruits, and I am passing apple and then banana, 2 values, just 2, and here I am going to use if banana in fruits, 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 the fruits is a list, fruits, and we have to end the for loop in and for, and I am going to use just h1 here, print hello. If banana in fruits, that time hello is printing on the browser. Hello will be this h1 tag is executes. Let me show in the browser. If I refresh this, server error 500. I am getting 500. Let me save this code, the views.py file code. Save this. As you see, I just saved my code. That's why the terminal is changing. And if I save it, if I run this, refresh this, I am getting 500. If you see, I am doing again the same mistake here, and if not the for. If I refresh the browser, you see I am getting nothing, because banana is not in the fruit. Same like this, the B is capital, but this B is small. If I change this B to the small b, if I refresh this, this will be executing the if statement code. This will see the h1 code is executing in the browser. So in this way you will use the in with HTML Django template tags. In Python we have also is. Check if two objects are the same. We are using is to check the two objects are the same. This operator is different from equal operator, because the equal operator checks the values of two objects. Guys, इस चीज को ध्यान में रखना है, जो मैं अभी आपको पढ़ा रहा हूँ. Is different between is and equal. The operator is different from the equal operator, because the equal operator checks two times of equal sign. Operator checks the values of two objects, but the is operator checks the identity of two objects. So let me understand with the help of example what I am saying here. मैं आपको एग्जाम्पल के थ्रू समझाता हूँ. वीडियो लेंथी हो रही है, लेकिन मेरा जो टारगेट है आपको सिखाने का. मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप एक एक चीज़ का पता हो, हाउ टू यूज इन द कोड. Let me comment these lines. I am going to use the with again to use some operators, variables directly in the Django text, Django template text. Let's say we have var1 and the value of var1 is 2 and var2 value is 3. Let's say this will be y and this will be also y. Now inside this I am using if var1 is var2 h1 yes, and else part I'm going to use the h1 tag with no, and I'm going to close the and if, not the and for. And if I just close and if, and after that I have to close the with and with. So var1 have y and var2 also y. If var1 is var2 yes, else no. Let me see the result in the browser. Refresh the browser. As you see I am getting yes. The is operator is checking what? Let me open the VS Code. Here the is operator, you see here, the is operator is different from the equal. The is operator is different from this operator, because This equal equal operator checks the value of two objects, but the is operator checks the identity of two objects. As you see, the y and the y have the same identity, so that's why I am getting yes. If I change var2 to x, let me erase this, and I am going to open the browser. If I refresh this browser window, you see I am getting yes, because the var1 and var2 have the same identity. If I change x to the value 2, refresh this browser window, as you see I am getting no, because the 2 is the number and x is the alphabet, so the identity is changed. That's why I am getting no. I hope this will make sense for you. Then in Python we have is not operator to check if two objects are not the same. Let me use here is not. The var1 identity is alphabet and var2 identity is number. So if I run this, this will give me the opposite of is. The is not will give me the result of opposite. Let me refresh this. As you see, I am getting yes, the expected result. So these are the some operators in Python and how to use in the Django template stack. With the help of if else, we check so many operators: is equal equal, is not, and how to use and or both in the same condition. So till now, if any doubt in your mind, please comment it. Thanks for watching.